is a simple song of reassurance, as a mother may sing to her child to stave off a fear of the darkness and solitude of night. The beauty of this text lies in its dual nature, as it also serves to comfort those who grieve over loss. The line, "The day is done and gone the sun," has its origins in the first line of the text, traditionally sung to taps. The tune generally played on bugle or trumpet for military funerals or to signal the end of the day. This is a beautiful piece by Daniel Elder, and we hope you can relax, take a deep breath, and enjoy this incredible piece of music.
has sold over 100 million records worldwide, which places him among the best-selling music artists of all time. He has won 25 Grammy Awards, an Academy Award for Best Original Song, been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Songwriters Hall of Fame, and received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I Wish is a hit song released in 1976 as a single and included on the album Songs in the Key of Life. Written and produced by Wonder, the song focuses on his childhood from the 1950s into the early 1960s. This single hit #1 on Billboard Hot 100 and Soul Singles Chart. Today we will perform a jazz rendition of this smash hit. We hope you enjoy it, and thank you for being here today to share our joy of singing with you.
So fun, yeah. So fun, yeah. I'm not going to touch that last one because I don't know what I would do with it anyway. Yeah, it's great. That was great. That was a lot of fun to watch. The whole program was really well done, everybody. Congratulations. So this is the audition group, yes? Are we 9 through 12 or mostly 9 through 12? Okay, awesome, awesome. So how many seniors do we have in here? Just out of curiosity, okay. Juniors? Sophomores? And freshmen? Good on you, that's great. Really nicely done. Great repertoire selection and well done. All right, I think I'm gonna spend most of my time, I have a fair amount of it, fun. I get to play. We have like 25 minutes. So, at the lullaby, the Daniel Elder piece, which I love, and you did it very, very well. All right. So you're doing so many good things already. You know, we can hear the breath moving through. The tone is really well placed and thought out, and you're being thoughtful about how you're using it, which is great. And I heard that in all three of your pieces. We might get to this, but especially like with soprano, some of those notes you have to just hold on to in the Copeland, that can be hard to do. So you can tell that you're using a nice amount of energy with your breath underneath that. So fabulous. So I think with this one, it's all really, really, really lovely. I just want to play a little bit with some word stress a little bit with you guys. So let's start. I kind of wish, and I would. Yeah, excellent. And it's fine that we can't, but one thing that I do with my choirs a lot is move as much as I can. So I don't know what kind of space you have. It's hard because and this is a good thing. There's a lot of singers in this group, which is fabulous. So it can be a little tricky to do sometimes, but we're going to try. Sometimes movement can be a really, really cool way of feeling the text. It can also be a great way of incorporating breath support if you're looking for that, because you just get your body moving. It can also be super uncomfortable for us sometimes as singers to do that. Some of us love it, and some of us think it's like the most whack thing ever, because why are we asking us to move? We're singing that kind of thing. So I might demonstrate a little bit of that, but we'll see if we get to that part. Let's go to, like I said, it's already really very good. Think of when I was listening to you where I thought I wanted to start. Can we start with, please, where's the part where you have the napping? I know it's lullaby. Here we go, page 10. Just think a good place to start. We might as well start. We might start, how about that's a weird place to start. Let's go all the way back to page 8. On the Close Your Eyes, it's probably the best place to do it. I've never done this piece, but I love it. I've heard it once before. His stuff is just really beautiful. So let me just hear you sing that once again. Here we go. So ready and breath. Close your eyes, dream in the night, a softer bed I'll make you. Touch brightest sky. Good. I'm going to stop there and then we'll get to the napping part while we're stopping there. So that's close your eyes. Okay, so the first word that I really think we can play more with, and it's right on the peak of the hairpin crescendo to the day crescendo, is on the softer band. So really lean in, and you're doing this already. I want you to know that so much of what I'm going to ask, you're already there. We're just going to kind of play with it. And sometimes you play with things and you think, okay, too far. We've done too much. Let's take it back a little bit. So we're just going to have some fun today. So let's really lean in that. Right, going right. It's also hard for sopranos, especially because you go up to the E and the T-E-R. So really kind of think pulling back with keep that breath support going and the space going, and just really lean in more to the soft. That's a good way to think about it when we have a tricky thing with word stress. Lean really in more to the part of the word that we want to emphasize, and then think less about pulling back on the other part. So let's do that. Close your eyes again. Take your free hand, kind of what I did with the first group. Close your eyes. Just show me like that beautiful legato line here. Ready? And go. Close your eyes. Here we go. And good. Everyone do this for me. Go softer bed. Ready? And softer bed. You did it with your hand. I didn't hear it with your voice. Ready? And go. Softer bed. I heard it a bit. I want about 25% on the T-E-R. Ready? And go. Softer. Yeah, that was better. So you know what? Let's not do the line all the way through. Let's just use your hand when we get to that word. Ready? And go. Close your eyes. And here we go. Good, keep going. I'll make you such. Good, can we stop there quickly? Sorry, only because you're doing things so well, so I want to be super picky. So basses, you have that make you now. Are you having them breathe there? They kind of need to. Where else are they going to breathe? So let's just be mindful of that. Tenors, altos, sopranos, that the basses have make you now the track. See if we can even have more integrity with that rhythm. Now the, okay? And while I'm stopped, I'm going to give you one more thing to think about. Say make you. So that vowel and that M-A-K-E, and we have it again a few measures later in take, right? It's a really forward, right, A. Anybody study German? Is it taught in your high school? Might not be. It's not taught in many high schools these days. It's almost that, for those of you who might study German at one point, it's almost that bright E, that E sound we have in like ding, like those German words, E. It's so forward that it's almost an E sound. So I'll make you. Play with it being a little bit brighter because it will just focus that sound even more so, and it will clarify that intonation. Because again, you're there. We're just trying to push you a little bit. So let's just go same thing. So now you have three things to think about. Softer, I'll make you the, or you have now. Now the. Where are my basses? Back. Okay. Here we go. One more time. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Softer. Here we go. Forward. I'll make you. Good. Here we go. Take you. Good. Let's stop there real quick. I'm doing what I try not to do, and what I tell my choral method students not to do, which is micro rehearse a little bit, which is sing stop, sing stop, sing stop, sing stop. But I guess this is the exception, right? Because you're not really my group. It would be lovely if you were, but you have a great teacher. So I am going to have you sing and stop a little bit, and I apologize for that. So the same thing, danger gone. We're not going to go back to that. Let's lean into those away. You're already doing it, but let's lean into that crescendo a little bit more. Why don't you show your hands there just so we can bring it out? Especially, I think that would be a really good, useful tool because the crescendos happen at slightly different times as those entrances are staggered, right? So let's start that away, away, away. And then the next thing I want you to think about, and I ask you to think of two things at once. Crescendo and decrescendo, showing it with your hands. And then the word W-H-E-R-E, right? Say that word for me. Right, and it has the H in it, so where. So can we add a little bit of a where? Can you say that? Where. Yeah, so it's going to be, what is that, a pickup note? Or it's beat 3. So 1 and 2, where the, right? And it's going to come slightly before beat 3, actually. So 1 and 2, where the O, which is a lovely kind of, a little bit of an onomatopoetic effect, right? Where it kind of sounds like where the ocean, We already have that happening with the aways, right? The aways are happening. I mean, he writes so beautifully. The aways to me are very much the waves of the ocean. Away, 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 away. So let's bring those out more. Here we go. Away, starting with sopranos. Ready? 1 and 2 and oh. Tenors. Hands. Bring it out. Now here we go. Where the ocean. Beautiful. Good. Stop there real quick. Lapping and altos. Boy, do you have a part to die for. Lapping where the ocean is lapping. I might not have the right notes, but lapping, lapping. Everyone go lapping, lapping, lapping. Right? What a great word to describe what is actually happening. Lapping. Say that again. Lapping. So even if we weren't using this wonderful text and we were singing this beautiful, the harmonic structure he's created with the way he's written those 8 notes on that word, it could even come across. That effect of the lapping water from the ocean could still come through. So let's do that. Lapping, lapping, and now tenors and basses, you have that right in the downbeat. Lapping, Tenors, you have that. Basses, really lots of the lapping ada. So really, really lean into the LAP. Go back to the where the ocean. Tons of where. Here we go. 1 and 2. Where the ocean lapping the soft shore. And the swaying balls good. I'm going to push you even more, because I can. Much less ing on both of those words. Which words am I talking about? Lapping and napping. Much less. Make it almost non-existent. See what happens. See what happens. If we have to add more, we can. And I want more of a full, lush, I mean, you've got the great chord there, the full, lush forte on the O of ocean, right? Where the ocean, where the ocean. Really, really bring that out. Here we go. 1 and 2. Where the ocean. You can do more. More. Big forte. I know you have fortissimos. Actually, you don't in the song coming up, do you? No. Yes, in other pieces you have bigger, but this is in this piece. This is the big where the ocean. Say that. Where the ocean. Okay, now say where the ocean. Where the ocean. Good, and feel it in your body, right? Feel that where the ocean. You can feel it all through here, the parts that we use our body for singing. So, and you couldn't ask for a more gorgeous tone on which to sing it, right? The way the harmonies work. So here we go. 1 and 2. Where the ocean. Better, even less ing here coming up, and the sway. See? I can't just be me, right? Do you hear that difference there? And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was already gorgeous. But that's kind of goose pimply gorgeous, right? A whole different level of gorgeous. And it gets back to what I was saying from the other group from your school. It's also very good that, the difference between a really good choir and an excellent choir is not huge. Really good choirs are already singing the right notes. And they're already doing dynamics, and they're singing the right rhythms, and they're singing in tune, and they're probably using some good breath support and all that stuff. Excellent choirs add those other little effects. So I'm going to give you one more thing to do, okay? So less ing, which you did, you especially did it on napping. I didn't hear it. I heard a change on lapping, but not as gorgeous as the one on napping. So let's do it on both. And watch the vowel on the ing. I'm getting super specific now. So I'm still hearing a bit, napping. Just keep it in that same vein. Say na. Say nap. So we're in upstate New York, right? When we say nap, I'm gonna go take a nap. Mom, I'm gonna go take a nap, right? We don't really talk that way. Maybe some of us do. If they do, that's great. If they talk that way, that's fine. If they sing that way, that's less fine, right? I don't want to tell anybody they can't talk the way they talk, but I can tell people how to sing, right? So, some people at least. So, that's a hard vowel. That's hard for us to sing. Napping is kind of this. We don't want it as and you're actually doing a nice job with that, but we have to make sure that ing falls into that same north-south space. Napping. So napping, say napping. The first syllable is quite good. Make the second ing, the second syllable match it. Ready, and go. Napping. All ready. You don't have to lose the ing. It shouldn't be napping. Napping. Try and keep that same vowel, but at the beat. Ready, and go. Napping. Better. Now, let's add that word stress. Much more NAP, much less ing. But keep the vowels the same. Ready, and go. Napping. Good. See, a lot goes into singing. It really, really does. Beautifully done. All right, let's go back to where the ocean. I'm going to pick on you sopranos, and I can because I am one. You can give me more on ocean. I'm getting a lot more on that big swell from alto tenor spaces. I want to hear a lot, and it's a gorgeous, that D sharp and B is a gorgeous. Where are my first sopranos? So my seconds are right here, right? Okay. So let me hear sopranos there quickly. There you go. So that part. Ready, and go. Where the ocean. Hold, sing it again. Hold on the O. Ready, and go. Where the more second. All right. So first sopranos, I'm going to tell you something, and I am one, so I can say this. You're usually not as important as the second sopranos. sorry. And I am one, so I can say it. I am one, and you know, we are what we are. But those color notes, which almost always happen on the second soprano part, alto, tenor, those middle color notes are usually, because that's not always true. Sometimes you are the most important voice in the choir. They're usually really important. Then the bass is super important, right? Because you're providing the foundation often, okay? So we really want to hear that B, and I'm also just not hearing that B quite as much. So second sopranos, stand tall, sing loud, sing proud. So worthy, oh, that's a hard, is that an F sharp to a B? That's a tricky part to sing, yeah. Worthy, oh. Here we go. So one time, just hold the O with ocean. Ready, and go. Worthy, oh, a little higher. Good, so yeah, stand tall too, because you want that to be a little bit higher. That's a tricky interval to sing. Which might be why I'm not hearing it as much, because you might be ever so slightly doubting yourself, even though you're obviously good musicians, right? Now, just give me more space. We're the O, we're the O. Ready, and go. We're the O. Good, now sing within that vein and make it about 25% louder. Ready, and go. We're the O. Okay, good. Make sure we're not over singing there, but yeah, that's something you can play with your teacher too. So everyone say where. Where. Good. Right, here we go. 1 and 2. Where the ocean. Here we go. That's ing. Beautiful. Keep going. Piano. Good, really quite good. Can you give me more on the D and the K of the word dark? Now the dark night. Say that. Dark night. Yeah, you almost have to add a little helper vowel, a little IH in between the K of dark and the N of night. Now the dark night, to really cut it through, even though you're piano there, because there's quite a lot going on there harmonically, right? You're all singing different parts. You've got a lot of voices, a lot of really lovely voices. So that makes it even trickier to get that K, because where in the mouth is the K made? Front or back? Back, right? Obviously it's right back there, which makes it harder for us to hear it. Also, where does it come from to get that K across? What parts of our body? Maybe part of the chest. Where does it start? Everyone go. So it makes it that much harder to get that. So with a dark night. Do way too much, it's always easier to pull you back if you're doing way too much. So start from no, I say no. No, good. So really give me a nice yummy N there too with your pitches. Here we go, 1 and 2. No, good. Sing yet so soft and so. Can you lean more into the M of mild? Say, whatever your pitch said, that's the E and the D sharp against that. Can you sing that first chord, which includes the first chord of your suspension, altos and tenors? So here we go, bass is on the A and the E. Hold the first note, don't resolve it. Ready, and go. I'm asking you to sing the first note of mild. So let me hear the A and the E for the basses. Or altos. Oh wait, altos, where's your pitch? Is that it? Good. Tenors, can I hear you? Is that you on the E? And then where's your pitch, sopranos? Just that half step above the altos. So go ahead, I know it's piano. Sing it a good, healthy mezzo forte right now. Ready, and go. Good. Now sing it on an M, so kind of like you're humming it. Ready, and go. Good. So you really want to include that that voiced consonant there, that I think that's the alto part. Mild, to really make it, again, using that text to our advantage to help tell the story more. So let's sing, go back to Now the Dark Night. The Dark Night. There you go. 1 and 2. No. Lean into this M. underneath. Good, you're doing this pretty well. I mean, the whole thing is really quite good. But also think about where the D is really in a quite good place already. I think it is for the first choir. Is that an upward release or a downward release? Where should most of our releases be? Almost always upward. So when we think of child, sometimes we're often told as singers, give me stronger D, give me more D, give me more D, or whatever the final consonant might be, which is true. But we have to be more specific than that, right? Because some of us might interpret that as child. Everyone say child. Child. So is that a downward or an upward end? Yeah, child. So what kind of little helper vowel can we think that's more upward? Like the word is, right? Child. Say that again. Child. Good, and then you can hear the upward lift or release of that. Just sing that last child. That last three measures. Figure pitch there. There we go, ready? And a good cha. What's the first vowel in the word child? Ah, good. Yeah, so we want to live more on that ah vowel, that nice, yummy, dark ah. Ready? And cha. Think of it. Do it one more time. Let's put it right on the downbeat, right when your wonderful accompanist plays that last B. You know, right on that downbeat of that last measure. One more time. Child, ready, and go. Child, 2, 3. Can you count sing it for me quickly? I'm really torturing you today. 1 and 2 and T and 1 and 2 and T and. So you're gonna full 3, 1, 2 T, 1, 2 T. I say T instead of 3 because it's easier. Do you ever torture them and make them count sing? It's really awful, but it can be really, really helpful. It can be so helpful. I always do it for like maybe 3 minutes tops. So this might be your 2 minutes that you do it. So 1 and 2 and T, second measure, 2 and T and. Ready? So whatever your pitches are, that's what I want you to sing. Ready? And go. 1 and 2 and T, 1 and 2 and T and. Pretty good. Good. Now let's see the first 2 rows. Sing your pitches and sing the word child on your pitches. The last 2 rows count sing. Ready? And go. 1, 2, and good switch. Ready? And go. 1, 2. Good. Everyone all together. Ready? And go. 1, 2. Count singing helps. It's horrible, but it helps. That's why you have to be really, really mindful, and I know you would be. I have had conductors who are like, oh, count sing for 25 minutes, and like nobody comes back to choir the next day. Yeah, there's a reason, because it's horrible, but it works. What an honor it was to work with you and to hear you sing today. It was beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much.